Namaste, all my little friends. This is Ravi Kishore, and I am back again with another interesting story from Mahabharata. So, snuggle up, close your eyes, concentrate on the story, and try to imagine every situation that I am going to narrate. After the great war of Kurukshetra ended, King Yudhishthira, though victorious, was deeply troubled. The immense loss of life, the suffering, and the destruction, everything haunted him. The thought that his hands had been stained with the blood of countless warriors made him question his worthiness to rule the earth. He then approached Maharshi Vedavyasa with a heavy heart and said, "The victory feels like a curse. I am not fit to sit on a throne built on death and destruction." Maharshi Vyasa, in his wisdom, comforted Yudhishthira to teach him the true essence of Dharma, the path of righteousness. He narrated a profound story, simple yet powerful. It was the tale of Dharma Dandana, means just punishment that upholds the Dharma. Long, long ago, on the banks of the sacred river Bahuda, there lived two noble Brahmin brothers. They are also rishis doing tapassu in their ashrams. Their names Shankha and Likhita. They were rishis with deep tapassu and knowledge, wholly devoted to dharma. Their ashrams were nestled in nature, filled with the sounds of chants, rituals, and quiet meditation. One day, when Shankha was away from his ashram, younger brother Likhita happened to visit. Weary and hungry, he noticed some ripe fruits hanging from the tree within the ashram grounds. Tempted and without seeking permission, he picked a few and ate them. Just then, Shankha returned and saw Likhita wiping his hands. "Brother, whose fruits are these?" he asked calmly. Likhita replied with bowed head, "They belong to the trees in your ashram." Shankha's eyes became grave. "You have taken something that does not belong to you without asking. That is theft. You have committed mistake, Likhita. To cleanse yourself, you must seek punishment from the rightful authority, the king. Only then will this sin be washed away. The scriptures say, he who receives punishment from the king will not be punished by Yama, the god of death." Likhita remained silent, but he respected his elder brother's unwavering sense of dharma. Without second thought, without hesitation, he accepted his mistake and set out to meet the nearby king. The king's name is Sudyumna, to seek justice. So, at the royal court, King Sudyumna was surprised to hear that the rishi Likhita was at the gates requesting an audience. He immediately stepped out with his ministers, offered salutations, and said with great humility, "Respected Rishi, how can I serve you? Your word is my command." Likhita stood tall and said clearly, "O Sudyumna, the king who upholds Dharma, I have committed wrong. I consumed fruits from my brother Shankha's ashram without his permission. That is theft. According to Dharma, I must be punished appropriately. I request you to deliver justice. Only through royal punishment can I be truly purified." The king and his ministers were shocked at his honesty. The king pleaded, "O Rishi, it was a mere fruit. Surely this does not require punishment." But Likhita stood firm. The size of wrong does not lessen the burden of guilt. Dharma is not about convenience, it is about correctness. Please fulfill your duty. Reluctantly but righteously, King Sudyumna passed the judgment. Both of Likhita's hands were to be severed for theft, as was the law of the land. The punishment was carried out with no hatred or anger, only as an act of dharma. After the punishment, Likhita did not wail or curse his fate. With calmness and composure, he bowed to the king, blessed him, and returned to his brother's ashram. Seeing his brother without hands, Shankha's face lit up with satisfaction, not sorrow. He said, "Dear Likhita, you have atoned. You have become a shining light in our lineage. You have reminded the world that no one, not even a rishi, is above dharma. Now, go and take a holy dip in the river Bahuda. Offer your respects to the gods, sages, rishis, and our ancestors. Cleanse your spirit even more. Remember, certain sins like drinking intoxications, dishonoring a teacher's wife, killing a Brahmin, stealing things from the scholars, and associating with such sinners are the five great sins described in the scriptures. Whoever commits them, regardless of race or status, must be punished. Especially thieves must face corporal punishment. Those who receive royal punishment are cleansed of their sins and ascend to higher lokas. Shankha placed his hand gently on his brother's shoulder. You have done the right thing, and because of your courage and dharma, our family shines with purity. Likhita walked to the sacred Bahuda river and immersed himself in the holy waters. And then a magic. As he rose, his arms had regrown whole and strong. Overwhelmed with joy, he returned to his brother and showed him his restored hands. Shankha smiled, a glint of divine pride in his eyes. This was the reward of Dharma. The Bhagavan himself has acknowledged your purity and my penance. You are blessed, Likhita, and even King Sudyumna, who upheld justice despite personal hesitation, has earned great merit. Dharma has triumphed. This story is a timeless reminder that Dharma is not just about big heroic deeds. It is about living truthfully even in small matters. A minor theft is still theft. A small lie is still a lie. If we excuse our small wrongdoings, they slowly lead us away from the path of Dharma. True purification lies in acknowledging one's fault and accepting just consequences. That is Dharma. It is not only about punishing the guilty, but also about having the courage to accept punishment and stay true to the inner voice of right and wrong. In our society, in our country, and in our personal lives, when we understand our duties and carry them with honesty, our life becomes sacred. Whether a prince or a pauper, a rishi or a student, Dharma applies equally to all. Only then will justice flourish and peace prevail. As the ancient saying goes, Dharmo rakshati rakshitaha. Dharma protects those who protect it. Now close your eyes. Let this story echo in your heart and rest peacefully, knowing that Dharma, however challenging, always leads to light. Good night. Shubharatri.